Welcome back to Enthador, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dwarf Fortress version 0.43, and we are the ever-expanding town of Foresthome. And it is now the 10th month of the 165th year, and it just turned to winter, actually. And we recently had a migration wave. The goblins haven't shown themselves in a long time, but we recently had a migration wave. And I have to go into that right away because it has had, unfortunately, some very tragic consequences on our fortress. So let's welcome, first of all, to the fortress, Ivan Sharpflint, Seneca, Barl Techmeister, Exasto, Matamui, and Fortress Drunk. Although if that is a title that he is aspiring to, he's got a lot of competition, let me tell you. But unfortunately, they did not come alone. They brought an old friend with them, an old friend from the fortress of Sandpillar, an old friend who we thought was safely locked away, but somehow managed to escape. And that old friend is Vamp McVamperson. Now, my spies made me aware of Vamp's arrival as soon as he crossed the gates, but I thought that if I quickly built a place to confine him in, that he wouldn't be able to cause any trouble. And how utterly, how magnificently wrong I was. In the very short time before my being able to create this little cell for him, he managed to kill 3 of our dwarves, and 3 of our most important dwarves, all in the military. Okay, so he took out, let's see here, he took out Alessandro. This is an exceptional schist memorial to Alessandro Alathalum. The slab reads, in memory of Alessandro, born 114, drained of blood by the dwarf vampire Vamp McVamperson Rosyboot in the year 165. Slayer of Oleg Stormbeard Iron-Gripped, devoted mother and wife, lover of tables. Next, Vamp slew Tettletod. This is an exceptional schist memorial to Tettletod Alathamud. The slab reads, in memory of Tettletod, born 123, drained of blood by the dwarf vampire Vamp McVamperson Rosyboot in the year 165. Slayer of the human Nethu Stroked Humor, loving husband. And that is tragic enough, ladies and gentlemen, but then you will see that Vamp McVamperson was a very busy person, because his next victim was our fortress militia commander, Proserpina. This is an exceptional schist memorial to Proserpina Gikenmuthkat. The slab reads, in memory of Proserpina, born 11, drained of blood by the dwarf vampire Vamp McVamperson Rosyboot in the year 165. Militia commander of the Tree of Wildness, 158 to 165. Nearly a decade she was our militia commander. She slew the human Onek Sparklecalm. She was united with Silver. She slew goblins left and right. And yet she fell while sleeping to the fangs of Vamp McVamperson. Honestly, he should be executed, but I have no idea how to do that without causing a civil war. So we aren't going to be executing Vamp. We are almost done with our temple. We have every single dwarven god save one, whose statue I am currently trying to build but cannot because we require silver bars. I don't know what the holdup is here. I've got 3 new wood-burning furnaces here and a wood stockpile in order to create more charcoal, and the only job that my smelters currently have is to smelt tetrahedrite ore. So we should have at least enough silver. We think we need 3 bars to make our statue, and we don't have it yet. I'm also paving over everything inside the walls. I'm slowly getting there, as you can see. Got this little patch down here to take care of. And that doesn't mean this is where the town will stay. I mean, we pretty much have all the necessary buildings, but there's some empty space, like for example here, where we could theoretically build a little building or something, maybe a workshop. I'm not sure what kind of workshop. I wouldn't want to put a butcher or tanner's workshop indoors because that would lead to miasma. And there's also some room up here, although we could just keep this as a little park. Why not? I mean, these are dwarves. They've come to live in the forest. They deserve a little bit of nature and a little bit of joy. It's not all just goblins and vampires and building shit, right? even though this is our orchard, which is growing trees constantly, but they're always willow or non-fruit-bearing trees. Really upsets me. You can see that our war animal pen is growing, but more importantly, our wool and milk-producing animal pen is growing as more and more alpacas and llamas and sheep are added every day. And so we've got a lot of wool, which has caused me to not be in any great hurry to start on the fiber-producing farms in order to start making clothes, which is getting to be that point because, unfortunately, we have not been able to see a trader in a year due to, I don't know. I thought it was perhaps brawls getting out of hand in the tavern. They would get here, they would start to unload their goods, and then they would leave. This happened to the dwarves, the elves, the humans. But I don't know what I could do. I mean, there's no solution to this, but I really need to trade with somebody. So what I did, just thinking maybe they were getting scared by hostile flying animals, is I built a roof over the area with the traders. So I'm hoping that might help us, because they make it to their area. So you'd think any brawl happening in the tavern wouldn't then be seen by them. I'm not exactly sure again, but we'll give it a try. Hopefully when the dwarves come this winter, or actually they won't come until next year. So when the elves come in the spring, which is useless to me. I mean, they might have a couple barrels of a drink. They might have a couple cloth items, but not enough to make a cloth economy out of. So really, we're not going to have a chance at anything decent until the humans show up in the summer. And since they haven't traded with us in like 2 years, they probably aren't going to bring anything worthwhile. So that's a problem. I'm hoping this roof will help solve the problem. In future fortresses, I will make great pains to isolate my trading depot from the tavern. The tavern will be very far away so that any type of fisticuffs that happen in the tavern do not cause the merchants to flee in terror, because we definitely need their goods. What else is new? Krugsmash is I guess I could say palace. It's not maybe a baronial manor at this time, although I'm sure Krug will get upgraded to a duke pretty soon. But we've got the dining room here, all sterling silver. We've got the bedroom with basically just a bed. Is that even Krugsmash? No, it's Julius Caesar, Krugsmash's spouse. I say spouse because I'm not exactly sure which one is the male and which one is the female. I guess we can find out. Let's see, Julius. What's your deal? You are a he, so Krugsmash, it appears, is a female. So she is our Baroness, I should say. So this is a, well, I guess it's still a baronial manor, only by a Baroness. And we have to build a sterling silver sarcophagus, say that 3 times fast, for Krugsmash, which is currently the only thing I believe we are missing. Yeah, the tomb, and of course chests and cabinets, but they're on the way. So that's why we need silver. We need silver so that we can make sterling silver out of it, and we need sterling silver so that we can make Krugsmash's goodies. Let's profile a dwarf. That's always fun. So now we have from 158 to 350. So this means, ladies and gentlemen, that the town of Foresthome is just about 200 dwarves off our named dwarf list. And if you're following, that's about 50 more than Sandpillar had. Sandpillar had 157 named dwarves, and we're already past that by quite a bit. 241. Let's see who that might be. It's actually a ways away. Clad. Very simple name, Clad. I like that. You know, some people have these long names that I struggle mightily to fit in the limited Dwarf Fortress naming convention, but Clad works. Let's see what Clad's doing. Clad is currently drinking, which is a favorite pastime of many of the dwarves here in Foresthome, and Clad is unassigned. Clad is... I'm not entirely sure what Clad is. Clad is a woman. And Clad is Ingelram Eisenzahn and Brolock Alemaster's daughter. Neither of them, I believe, are here. I think they're both in Sandpillar. Clad is also the granddaughter of Dweezil and the older sister of Igla Lu and Dodong, who are both here in the fortress. And Gavin is also here in the fortress, and Gavin is Clad's maternal grandfather. I'm not sure why they put him down here below the brothers and sisters while the other ones are up here. No idea. Black Iron Tarkus is an aunt. Stagar the Goat is an uncle. Wolf is a cousin. Along with Blue Fang, Slavko XXX, Grim Gore Ironhide, Dwarfy the Dragon, Mr. Popdog, Gribeye, John Dead, Henrik, Kingzug, Puford, Tellor, Azrael, Vamir the Old, Kalem, Oleg Stormbeard. They are all cousins, and a lot of our dwarves have very tightly tangled family trees. A worshipper of Doran and Langud. We have shrines to both of them here in the fortress, so Clad will find many opportunities for thoughtful meditation and prayer, on friendly terms with a number of people, passing acquaintances with a number of visiting bards and poets, and that's about it. I must pray to Langud. I am dejected. Well, Clad, you can pray to Langud, for there is a shrine to Langud in the temple. So go and do so. She is dejected after being unable to pray to Langud for too long. I don't know what to tell you. Just go do it. She feels self-pity after leading an unexciting life for so long. That's just life, man. I don't know what to tell you. We all go through that from time to time. She feels self-pity after being unable to practice a craft for too long. She feels self-pity after a lack of abstract thinking for too long. And she felt self-pity after being unable to practice a martial art for too long. So Clad is basically just wallowing in a puddle of self-pity. And that's no good. Hopefully the temple that we've built will help her kind of get reacquainted with herself and her spirituality. And maybe that will cause a renaissance in her mind and allow her to think deeply and be happy. That's all we really want for our dwarves, right? It's just for them to be happy. Let's see. She is the daughter of Brolock Alemaster. We know this. She's 48 years old, born on the 2nd of Hematite in the year 117. She is fat, so her self-pity unfortunately leads her to overconsume, as it does many people. Her lips are very thick, her teeth are gapped, her very short hair is neatly combed, her aquamarine eyes are somewhat narrow, her head is somewhat broad, her hair is gold, golden hair. That's very unusual for the dwarves of Foresthome. Her left hand is gone, and her skin is dark peach, so she currently is missing a hand. Hopefully, she doesn't need a hand to worship her god. Hopefully she can just do that somatically, because I would hope that lacking a hand is not something that would impede one from fully worshiping one's god. Clad likes marble, bismuth topaz, cacao wood, helms, animal traps, turkeys for their snood? What is a snood? I don't know. Giant mountain goats for their sure-footedness and the sound of the musical intricacy. When possible, she prefers to consume giant pond turtle, lungfish, celery, cranberry wine, and caper leaves. She absolutely detests slugs. Well, the one area that you do use capers a lot, ladies and gentlemen, is in fish. So it makes sense that she enjoys pond turtle and lungfish with the addition of capers. Now, the celery is kind of out of left field, but everybody, I guess, should love a vegetable because there's nutrition in there. Although celery, I don't think, has a lot of nutrition as far as vegetables go. She has very good focus and a good spatial sense, but she has little willpower, bad intuition, and next to no natural musical ability. That's alright, neither do I, and I sang throughout an entire Let's Play series. Not that everyone wasn't completely disgusted, but I did it. That's what's important. Okay, so we're back at the fortress. Nothing really is happening in terms of being attacked, but one of the reasons I came back, not only to explain all the horrible deaths that took place as a result of Vamp McVamperson, but also because we are ready, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for our mist generator. Our temple is not yet complete. I should say our pyramid is not yet complete. As you can see, we still have a few more floors. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cease. I'm going to have one more where the wall comes in a bit, but then I'm going to go straight up, like in a cube, like the pyramid of the title card that Dwarf Comic drew up for us, like what that looks like. And I'll have 4 statues at the top, so it will resemble the pyramid on the title card. And that way I don't have to keep shrinking this space. So this is kind of the bell tower, the top of the pyramid that the dwarves could actually access internally, and the rest will just be a big stone cube, and we'll be able to see that in 3D once we're ready for that. But as you can see, here's the top floor of the water. This pump will bring the water up, and I used a different kind of stone for the casing, so I think that changed the color of it purple. I hope that purple doesn't mean something else, something horrible. We'll see. And so the water is supposed to flow here, down these grates, and then down here. And then here it will supposedly generate mist in my temple area. Then it will supposedly generate mist in my dining area. And then it will fall harmlessly down into this lake, where it will then rejoin the river from whence it came. So let's give it a try. I'm feeling lucky. Let's see what happens. Come on, somebody. Do you think somebody would be more excited to pull this lever? I mean, this is kind of a big deal. Okay. Okay, cool. Water's coming up. Water's coming up. Water's coming up. Water's up. There it is. Everything is working like a charm. Except the mist isn't really... Oh. Okay. Everything is not working like a charm. No siree. Did I miss a spot here? Or is the water just coming so fast that it's backing up? Yeah, see, because these are fortifications, water of 7 or higher can flow over them. Dang it. Is that what... Oh, there's at least mist is being generated here. That's nice. I appreciate that. I can't really tell because it doesn't say what the height of the water is here, but it should be pretty dang high. Yeah, water 7 of 7. Water 7 of 7. Water 7 of 7. So the water is basically just 4 of 7. 5 of 7. Okay, so that's a problem. That is definitely a problem. And it's a problem that is not going to solve itself very quickly. Always something, damn. I thought this was going to be cool. Pull the lever, do it now. Oh boy. So we are flooding our dining hall. Great. Come on, someone pull the damn lever, please. I'm not sure exactly what I need to do here to fix this. I could increase the size of this so it takes up like a whole chunk of this room. But what's essentially happening is the water isn't draining off the screen fast enough. Okay, this is going to take a while to... oh, we got our sarcophagus done. This is going to take a while to fix. It's not going to be too hard. We're just going to have to repave everything. Or maybe just cleaning will do it. I'm not sure. But it looks like we've stopped it for now. So, oh well. So it looks like 4 of 7 was really all it took. So any type of water here, 2 of 7, 4 of 7, is enough to cause a problem. Dang. Our tables are overflowed here. What's... Water 1 of 7. That shouldn't be covering a table. And see what it does here is it leaves a pile of yellow sand and a dusting of mud. So I'm going to have to clean all that up. Ugh, that's going to be miserable. Well, it is what it is. There's still some mist being generated here. So the first step, really, is we have to... Let's remove these walls. And we're going to... I guess we'll just take this whole half of the area and just make it as water storage. I don't know. I mean, that's just... Water's eventually going to run out, though. We need to take it directly to the river. I think doing it into the lake, I think, is what the problem is here. We need to take it directly into the stream. Where can we do that? Here we... So, okay, if we manage to make it all the way to the cell, it would go directly into the stream. We could try that. And I'll do that between episodes, but that's really disappointing. And now we're going to have to... I'm not sure if we have to repave all this or if we could just clean it. I don't know. Oh, and just in time, ladies and gentlemen, a vile force of darkness has arrived. Word has traveled fast of our mishap with our waterfall. They know that the dwarves are preoccupied right now with vampires and flooding dining rooms, and they decided now would be their time. Now would be their time to take Foresthome back. And there's somebody outside. There's a number of somebodies. There's 2 people. What are you guys doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you once again so much for watching. In the next episode, we will address this vile threat from this vile force of darkness. I'm Marcus Aurelius. This is Foresthome in the world of Enthador. Have a good one.